Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, I will seek that which was lost. I will seek which that was lost. And, you know, Israel, the tribes, Jake, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, into the Israelites scattered into other nations. Israel has been scattered, through all this time into captivity. And Israel has had it, roughly paraphrasing it, the Lord said we would serve, our captivity would be rigorous. It would be tough, you see, and it has, our captivity. We went from one captivity to another captivity to another, and we've been scattered all across the whole world. You see, to a point to where we look like the other nations. Some of us look like the other nations. You see, but the majority of Jake, are Israel is of a color, from a dark brown to a light brown. You see, but we've been scattered, but now we're in the latter days. You see, we're in the latter days. We're in the end where the Lord is. He's gathering, the elect, the remnant, man. And you have a lot of deceiving and deception going on right now, even right amongst Israel, his people. Right amongst his own people, with these fake pastors like the TD Jakes, the creepy Creflo Dollar, these so-called celebrities. They call themselves that they believe in the Lord, or and trying to help the people, but they're not doing thus said the Lord. And see, the Lord is, we're in a time of judgment, and the Lord's gathering his elect, you see. But those that have these fake pastors and prophets and teachers and stuff, the Lord he's gonna weed all them out. You see, a lot of Jakes, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos and Native American Indians, the northern and southern tribe, some of these men of stature and high places, they've sold out, and they've sold their people out for money. They've misled Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you've been misled. But here we are in the end time, where the Lord is, he's bringing out this word, and through the internet, he didn't set up to make his word go out all across the world. That's how this word is going out. You see, through this internet, it touches all corners of the earth. You see, so through the internet, and also through other ways, the Lord is gathering his elect of Israel. But that's why I titled this I will seek that which was lost. And that's why it's the 12 lost tribes of Israel, man. You see? And he's going to gather the elect and bring Israel back into their own land. You see? So, you know, it wouldn't make sense that those 1948ers, because, there's a whole big talk about this, that, they can't be the people if the Lord's coming back to restore his people back in their land. Because they claim 1948 they were restored, but when the Lord comes back, there's going to be destruction. But he's also going to deliver his people, and then once he sets up his, sets us back up in the land of Israel, it's going to be world peace. So it don't make sense on what they're talking. It just don't add up. What Amalek is, has told the biggest lie in human history. But let me get to the scriptures. I don't want to make this too long. Call Haloyim La Elahayanawa Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Let me go to. I'm just gonna kind of jump around with this. Due to time consumed, let me go to and you have Jake that's pretty much working with the enemy. I look at that dude Herschel Walker. He's running with he's misleading Israel, man, and right along with other celebrities and different men of high stature and stuff, and these different pastors and things like that. They're misleading Israel, man, the Lord's people. But I'm gonna get to the scripts. I'll start at Ezekiel 34 and 1, and it reads, "And the word of YAHAWAHSHI came unto me, saying, 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel." You see, prophesy and say unto them, "Thus said YAHAWAHSHI unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves." You see, should not the shepherds feed the flocks? And if you go over to Jeremiah 23, it also tells you, woe be unto the pastors that scatter the pasture of my flock. Roughly paraphrasing it, you see. But these so-called leaders and preachers and of the so-called Negroes and the Latinos and Native American Indians, they're not, if they're not coming in this book and telling you and prophesying, they're misleading you. And that's what's done happen. That's what's done happen. It says, should not the shepherds feed the flocks? And that's what the Lord has set up in this end time. That's why you got men coming out, including myself. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Baba Kusha, please, feeding the flock, doing lessons every day, prophesying and telling you about thus said the Lord. This is the way it's supposed to be. But the Lord has, through all these different movements, the Black Panthers, the Brown Pride, from the northern and southern tribe, they've all went off. They had the right mentality to stand up, but it wasn't the will of the Lord. You see, because the Lord said, have patience and wait on the Lord. That's what he said. And to feed his flock, that means teach this word. See, but they weren't, they were trying to, a lot of these movements from the northern and southern tribe were trying to be carnal, man, to use guns and to fight back. Nope, that's not what the Lord said to do. You see, and trying to mingle and mix with the other nations. That's not what the Lord said to do. See, but the Lord has set up the men, starting with the apostles and the elders and bishops on down that great millstone, and other men's teaching the same likewise doctrine, preach the word. He's set up to bring it out in this end time. The elect is being gathered right now. The elect is being gathered, sealed and gathered right now as we speak. It says, 3, ye eat the fat and ye clothe you with wool. And that's what these pastors and these so-called celebrity leaders and stuff, Jake and these people make the celebrities and these sports entertainers, the leaders. And they don't care nothing about the people. And they sitting up, like he said, ye eat fat and ye clothe you with the wool. See, their clothes, the money, that's what they do. That Creflo Dollar came out talking about how he's stealing money from the church. It finally came out. And got $1 million jets and planes and, it says, ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. They're not prophesying and breaking down the scriptures and telling them who the devil is, Esau, Edom, and the destruction of this place, America, man, Babylon. They're not telling them that. And a lot of people are leaving these Christian churches because it's dead. This Christianity is a complete joke. This is what Esau, the devil, has set up to blind the tribes, man. You better come out of that Christianity, man. You better come out and come back to the God of Israel, the Holy Mashiach, because it's a complete joke in that Christian church, Catholic, Egyptology, all of that, man, all of that, Muslim, all of that's a big joke because they're not prophesying and they're not calling on the God of Israel. See. The Spirit of the Lord is prophecy, man. And that's what's happening right now. Prophecy, the wars, the uproars of people, the economy breaking down. The Lord's tearing down this place. Crime, more devastations of natural disasters, earthquakes and rainstorms and fires and explosions. It's all coming out because this is what the Lord said. It says, 4, the diseased have ye not strengthened. See, the diseased have ye not strengthened. And that's what Israel, we're like a disease, man. It says, that's what, we've been weak. We've been broken down. Like I got like a disease. It says, neither have ye healed that which was sick. Neither have ye bound up that which was broken. And that's what Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, Israel's, man, been broken and sick and diseased. We've just been, we ain't been good, man. Our behavior, we live in the worst places. We can't get along with each other. Even trying to come carnally, we kill each other. We're doing dope. Our women are harlots. We eat abominable foods. It's been bad. And then you have these so-called leaders and stuff and pastors. They don't go into the dietary law and, and trying to break down and build up Israel through the truth, man, and telling them. It says, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd. See? And they became meat to all the beasts of the field. And that's what we've become among the nations. We become as meat. Like a lamb or goat or something, meat. And they just feed upon us. Put us, get the worst jobs, gun us down, dumb us down. Israel believe anything, worship anything. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. 6. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth. See, Israel's been scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. 7. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of YAHAWAHSHI. 8. As I live, saith YAHAWAHSHI, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock. You see, let me go to Zechariah. You see, these pastors, the Creflo Dollars, the TD Snakes, Geno Jennings, all these Christian, the so-called Joel Osteen, all these different, even though he's an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? All these different pastors, man, have came, and these so-called leaders, they weren't feeding the flock, man. And this is why, if you ask, Jake, especially Jake in his 20s or something, if you ask Jake about music, or something of the world, Jake will be able to break it down. Jake can tell you everything about Michael Jordan and Lil Wayne and all these different celebrities and stuff. Jake can tell you all of that, man. He can tell you all of that. And then Jacob, yeah, you believe in the Lord? Yep, I believe in the Lord. I go to church. Shit, my mom and they didn't. We go to church. But then when you ask them about this knowledge, this book, they don't know. They have no clue. Jake could tell you everything about how to play football, but Jake can't tell you nothing about this book. Nothing. Don't know no prayers. Barely know any prayers. Don't know any prophecies or none of that, man. But Jake could tell you everything about football. Who won the Super Bowl? Who's the best quarterback? But they claim that they go to church. But see, when they go to that Christian church, they're in there just they're not feeding the flock, man. They're not edifying. Because if you go to church like that, you should know about these things. And I'm a living witness too, because I was in a Christian church and for years, man. And there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. But see, coming, the Lord put in the spirit and open up my eyes and ear, put my spiritual eyes and ears on, and listening to the apostles and the elders and bishops and prophets on down that great millstone, and other men teaching the same likewise doctrine, I got the full understanding. See, I got the full 144% understanding of this truth, more than any that I came going to the Christian church. See, but the Lord got something for all those pastors and so-called leaders that's misleading his people, man. You're gonna pay the price. The Lord says he's gonna be like a lion and a bear unto you. Roughly paraphrasing it, man. He's gonna destroy you for misleading his people. Let me go to Ezekiel or Zechariah. I got a couple more and I'll close out. Just a quick hit through the power and the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI. Zechariah. Let's go to Zechariah 10. We'll start at 1. Zechariah 10:1, and it reads, Ask ye of YAHAWAHSHI, rain in the time of the latter rain. See? So YAHAWAHSHI shall make bright clouds and give them showers of rain to every one grass in the field. 2. For the idols have spoken vanity, and the diviners have seen a lie and have told false dreams. They comfort in vain. Therefore they went their way as a flock. They were troubled because there was no shepherd. See, all this time, man, Martin Luther King told you, I've led my people into a burning building or a burning house. What did he say? One of them, you know, because that's not what the Lord, all that trying to get, you know, unite with all the nations and the devil Esau. And, you know, he wasn't prophesying the downfall of this place. Malcolm X. That's why none of those movements went anywhere, man. They had the right mindset to try to uplift their people, but it wasn't the will of the Lord. That's why it's failed. And that's why Israel is still on the bottom, still to this day, October 26, 2022. Here we are, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're still, as a nation, you're still on the bottom. You don't own none of these. This is not your land. I mean, Salakia, this is not your, you know, this ain't your kingdom, man. You know, this is not your rest over here. This is why you got it tough, man. And a lot of Jakes, they've been misled and they're just brainwashed. They're gone, man. But those that have misled Jake, they're going to pay a price, man. They're going to pay for that. Because they didn't sold out for that money. They didn't took that bag. See? But the Lord, see, he knows who has sold out. You know, and coming down the pike, you know, you're going to have a lot of deceiving going on right now. There's a lot of trickeration going on. And they're trying to silence this word with that dude Kanye, man. You know, this calling it hate speech. Hate speech. You know, and it's just to demonize Israel, man, and to shut this word up. So famine of the word is coming. But to all those, the fake pastors of Israel, the so-called celebrities that claim to be uplifting the northern and southern tribe, and, you know, man, if you sign with the devil, Esau, Edom, these so-called white folks, you're out of here, man. You're not gonna win. The Lord's going to visit you. It says 3, mine anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For YAHAWAHSHI, Lord of hosts, hath visited his flock, the house of Judah, and hath made them as his godly horse in the battle. See? 4, out of him came forth the corner, out of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. 5, and they shall be as mighty men which shall tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets, in the battle. See, this is the end time right here, where the Lord is gathering Israel, man. He's gathering them together. You see? You see, he said, out of him came forth the corner, of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. 5, and they shall be as mighty men which tread down their enemies in the mire, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle. And they shall fight, because YAHAWAHSHI is with them. And the riders, see, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. And that represents Esau, Edom, these so-called white folks. You know, they're the riders on the horses. You see? You know, they're the ones who are in power right now. Right? So it says, the riders on horses shall be confounded. And that's what's going on right now, man. You know, through all this stuff going on, the truth is coming out, and it's exposing Esau, Edom, these so-called white folks, and these fake Jewish, the 1948ers, you know, they're being confounded, man, and they're going to do everything they can to try to cover up the truth and try to hide this, but they can't. And the Lord's gathering his elect, and he's going to be, there's a time coming where it's going to get physical, and the Lord is going to put the spirit, and he going, like he said, I'm going to be with them. And they're going to, if you go to Psalm 83, it'll tell you the enemies of Israel, man, of the Lord. He said, they shall tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle, and they shall fight because the Lord is with them, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. And this is spiritually and physically, man. 6, and I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, the northern and southern tribe, and I will bring them again to the place, Salakia, and I will bring them again to place them. See, I will bring them again to place them, for I have mercy upon them, the elect. They shall be as though I had not cast them off. And that's what happened to Israel, man. You know, our forefathers, going back to the wilderness with Moses, you know, on down, you know, our kings, and you know, they went off, man. So the Lord had to, you know, cast us and bring this, you know, put a whooping on us, man. But he said, I'm going to bring them again to the place, for I have mercy upon them. This time, the elect, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am YAHAWAHSHI, their God. See, and I will hear them. It says, 7, and they of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man, and their heart shall rejoice as though wine, yea, their children shall see it and be glad. See, their heart shall rejoice. Their heart shall rejoice in YAHAWAHSHI. 8, I will hiss for them and gather them, for I have redeemed them. See, he's redeeming the elect right now. And they shall increase as they have increased. 9, and I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries. And this is what's happening right now. This gospel, this truth is coming from the West right now, from the tribes right here in the Americas, man. This is where the truth is being far from their countries. You see, far from their, America is on the other side of the globe, way on the other side from Israel, man. He said, they shall remember me in far countries. You see, starting right here in the Americas and across, you know, different parts of the Americas and the other nations too. They shall live with their children and turn again. 10, I will bring them again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're going to bring them again out of the land of Egypt? Really? Let me read that again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt. Well, wait a minute. Moses, they came out already, Egypt, but the Lord said, I will bring them, who the elect, because this place, America, is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. It's wicked. It's corrupted. They practice the same customs as Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, but the Lord said, I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt and gather. This is what he's doing right now. And gather them out of Assyria. This is where Israel has went from captivity to captivity. And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. 11, and he shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea, and shall in the deeps of the river shall dry up. And the pride of Assyria shall be brought down, and the sceptre of Egypt shall depart away. You see? 12, and I will strengthen them in YAHAWAHSHI, and they shall walk up and down in his name, saith YAHAWAHSHI. Call Allah Yimla, YAHAWAHSHI. So the Lord is just, he's getting ready, he's destroying this place, man. The Lord is, he's gathering his elect, you know, and bringing down this place, America, which is Babylon, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. He's also getting this war together. You know, the Lord is, he's gathering his elect, and he's preparing this judgment right now. This is what the Lord is doing at this time right now. He's getting everything in place, everything. And that's why things are just moving fast at this point. You see, because, the doors of mercy are closing. If you can't get this word right now, Jake, you know, and you still out here doing wickedness, you know, time is running out. But there will be some that come in at the end, the last hour, to when they see, these miracles and stuff happening, great miracles, great, you know, they're gonna believe. But, you know, a good majority of Jake, 2/3 of them are out of here, man. They're out of here, and these other nations are being prepared for judgment. And this is what's going on. But the Lord he's gathering all his elect, what was cast off, you know, and he's bringing them back together, and they will be delivered in this latter end, you know, and you know, out of this big disaster that's coming. This destroying wind, this fervent heat that's gonna melt these nations, man. But yeah, I just wanted to go in on that. Hopefully you're edified. I don't want Ratazah come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah Quadash. Shalom, Israel.